Hello, friends. Do you realize that while you were busy with your work, your routine, your entertainment, and your friends, hours, days, weeks, months, and years have passed by? Do you realize that most of the times you have not kept a record of what you have done? You have not tracked your activities. You've not consciously been aware of what you've done, and more importantly, what you've not done in life. Life is just passing by, and you're busy with the small things and maybe the big things, but you may not have done the most important things for your life. As time keeps passing by, you keep growing in some sense without you realizing it, and you keep also shrinking in some other senses again without you realizing it. It is important that we keep a track of our life and know which direction we are heading. Most of the times, though we are growing in some sense, we are not aware of it. And more importantly, we are not sure whether that is the right way to grow. Over the years, I have tried to grow in a particular direction in a philosophical context. And by that, I mean integration. But what is relevant here is the fact that I have managed to maintain a record of most of my past years. And that is because I have been writing a personal diary, or some call it a journal, for quite a few years now. I have managed to write down a personal diary entry for most of the days. Yes, there have been breaks when I was working, leaving home early and coming back late home. But more often than not, I have managed to maintain a record of how the journey of integration has been. I have tried to record not just events and details, but also my observations and my conclusions. It is funny when you read the old entries, you realize that you had some different priorities then, and over the years your priorities have changed. I remember back in the college days, early youth, I used to maintain a record of how much money I've spent during a day. To read the prices of snacks then is amusing given the fact that they've increased over 10 times in the past years. But more importantly is the record of events. Which are the events that you gave importance to? What was the dominating theme of your days then? And how it has changed over the years. During the recent past, most of the entries were about observations of human behavior, notes about human psychology, analysis of the thought process that different people have, and the conclusions that I came to through the analysis. If you're actively conscious of your journey of life, and if you're consciously taking it in a particular direction, then something like maintaining a personal diary or a journal can be very important, is because you're not only maintaining a record of your experiences, of your interactions with humans, of how people have reacted to you, and what your reactions were to their reactions. But you're also writing down your conclusions, which can be very important if you're trying to maintain a record of sorts of your study of any particular subject. It could be about human behavior. It could be your experience in a particular profession, or it could be about your travel diaries. Writing a journal can not just help you analyze your experiences, your behavior, and the behavior of other people, but it can also help you to see your own self as a third person and be critical about your own self. This can contribute immensely in your personal growth and maybe even your professional growth. This apart, if you're consciously driving your journey in a particular direction, then the notes that you maintain about your analysis and conclusions regarding your subject can eventually be compiled into a book and preserved for posterity. Thank you very much.